Hey, 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 beautiful people. How are you? How are you? Happy. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me see if this is this doggone thing. Can y'all see me? All right. I hope y'all can see me. But listen, happy Monday. Happy Monday. I hope all are well today. It is a a beautiful Monday afternoon. Here in the A, wherever you are, I know that it is beautiful, right? Because get why? Why is it beautiful? Because what? You are breathing, you are alive, you are doing it. So it is a beautiful day. It's a little warm today. It's a little warm. Yep, it's a little warm. So the air condition is on, but hey, I am not complaining at all. So listen, come on in for your marriage Monday. It is I am your girl, Coach Tashawn, and it is talking marriage Monday. Tomorrow is talking out Tuesday, but today is marriage Monday. I am your girl, Coach Tashawn, here to bridge that communication gap in your marriage, 7 years plus. And even if you haven't been married 7 years and you're still experiencing and you're starting to experience some type of communication challenge, it's okay. Your marriage is not over. It's not over, good people. It is not over, okay? I want you to understand it is not over. So, come on, join me and so forth. Can you all see me, y'all? I am so sorry. I'm not sure what's going on with my camera, but for some reason it's acting a little weird right now. But that is technology, as always. Technology, y'all. Y'all know how technology is. It is weird. But that's okay. That's okay. Listen, before we get started, we are sponsored. Make sure you all go and support Swag Her Magazine. We are sponsored by Swag Her Swag Her Magazine. They are a phenomenal media group. Make sure that you connect with them and so forth. And go by and say what's going on. Okay, make sure you do that. They are phenomenal. They are a sponsor of TLC, and we really do appreciate them. So I'm not sure what's going on with my Let me see. Okay, I think I got it right, y'all. I think I got it right. Ugh, I like being, and I was ready. I'm prepared, right? So anyhow, all right, y'all. So again, welcome to the TLC community. I am your girl, Coach Tashawn, your marriage communication coach, here to support you in your marriage, bridging that communication gap. And again, as I always say, you may experience a little communication challenge. It's okay, does not mean that your marriage is over. And I want y'all to understand that. And I want you to get used to that. It is not over. Okay. So tonight, grab. Now, I told y'all yesterday what to do. I said to grab, you go to the dollar store, $1.25, grab you a notebook, a little journal, something that you and your boo can write in, take these nuggets so you can what? So they can apply, because this is how coaching works. It ain't magic, y'all. Coaching is not magical or magic, none of that, right? I don't operate with that, but it's not, that's not what it is. You have to do the work. So if you say I want to bridge the communication gap in my marriage, me and my boo, we not communicating, comprehending like we need to, but I want to, you got to do the work. I could give you all the strategies, the tools, the resources, all of that. But if you don't do the work, guess what? It ain't going to do it. It's not going to happen, right? So you got to do the work. All right. So listen, this week that we're the new month, y'all, month of June. We are in June. June 1st. Yeah, well, June 2nd. New beginnings, all of that. Again, you've been following me. We've been on a roll. We've been talking about pride. We've been talking about the closeness, the whole the communicate, all of that, right? And we're wrapping it. It's coming back, right? So this week, this month, we're talking about bringing that closeness back, that intimacy, right? And intimacy does not always mean sexual, but we're going to bring back that physical, that spiritual intimacy. Well, we're just going to get close again with your boo, y'all. Y'all ready to get close with your boo? Like you're ready to get back to you and your boo. Like all of this stuff has happened over time, right? And this is why I tell you, life happens. Life happens, and sometimes it gives you it, it can it can create wedges in your communication, right? Deaths of loved ones, the pandemic. Believe it or not, people are still trying to recoup from the pandemic. Yes, it's been 5 years ago, right? But people are still they're still feeling that, right, with their communication. Believe it or not, a lot of marriages are still trying to bridge that communication gap. You have now you have job losses, or you have new careers. You're starting a new project, or now people are becoming empty nesters, right? So graduation season is almost over, and now a lot of people are becoming empty nesters, and so now it's you and your boo. It's you and your boo, right? So what does that communication look like? That's what we're here to talk about. So we're gonna be talking about the closeness, bring it back, getting back to your boo. All right. So listen, take your notes. I'm gonna put it right there, so it won't be any excuses. What she say? I didn't get what she said. Can she? I got you. All right. So the first thing we're talking about, emotional closeness requires safety. You can't open up in the environment that you're in that it feels unsafe. And y'all know what I'm talking about. You and your boo, y'all, yes, you've been together for a while and you know each other and whatnot. But sometimes that does not mean that you always had a safe space for your spouse, right? It wasn't always a safe space for your spouse to talk and to be themselves. Yes, even though you've been together for buku years, you'll be surprised that safe space was never established. And I'm all about safe spaces, right? So you have to open up, you have to create that safe space so that your spouse can feel seen and heard and not feel judged or dismissed. And that's what's happening, because that's when you get your partner to shut down. Woo! hmm They'll shut down, and then they don't want to talk about nothing. They don't want to talk about nothing. How do I know? Been there, done that. Yep. Don't want to talk about nothing. If the space is not safe for them to open up, be vulnerable, and just to feel, feel your love and feel wanted. Yes, this is your spouse. I'm talking about you and your boo. You can make your boo feel like that, and it's not intentional. You're not doing it, to be malicious or anything. But sometimes that's what happens, because we just jump right into conversations, and we just, we don't give that person, we don't give our spouses that time to debrief, to really think about what's going on. We just go right into conversation. We expect our spouses to be like, oh, I know you hear me. I know you heard that whole type of deal. And that's not a safe space, right? That's not a safe space. And they cannot open up to you. And this is when they go out and open up to others or to other things. hmm Like gaming all day, scrolling all day, right? Or going out and hanging out at the bars or whatnot all day, because they don't feel safe to talk to you. Now, again, you may not be doing it intentionally, like, trying to be malicious or whatnot. That's not always the case. But if you are doing it, you better stop. You better stop. So listen, your spouse needs to feel safe, needs to feel seen and heard, not judged and dismissed. So you get it, because they will shut down. They will shut down in a heartbeat, especially men. The husbands tend to shut down. I don't have the stats for you, but they tend to shut down even more because they don't want to talk already, right? They ain't in for all that talking. As my husband would tell me, don't put me on no couch. I'd be like, I ain't putting you on the couch. I just want to talk, right? So that's why I'm telling you, I had to learn how to communicate with my husband, because my husband is not a talker like that, right? I'm the talker. When I need something if I need him to understand what we need to talk about this thing or whatnot, I could talk. I would do the talking, right? But I also had to learn that not to be that dictator and thinking that I know it all. Yep, your coach done been there, done that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I know what I'm talking about. Okay. Y- My husband was shut down. And you don't want that because he's like, well, you know it everything, you know it all. You got it. He wasn't engaging in the conversation. He was comprehending, but he wasn't engaging, right? Because he did not feel safe in the space. Even though I'm big on safe spaces, right? And I'm like, oh, we're at home, we're doing just because you're at home does not mean that it's a safe space, right? That safe space, and we talked about this before, but for my newbies, that safe space meaning how attentive are you to your spouse? Are you talking to your spouse and you're doing other things like scrolling, or you talking to your girlfriends on the phone, or you watching TV, or you're trying to handle the kids or whatnot, right? That's not a safe space because your attention is not on your spouse. Your attention is on everybody else. So just because you're in your home does not mean that it's a safe space. So you have to create that safe environment for you and your boo to have these conversations. If not, they will shut it down. Yep. Mm-hmm. They will shut it down. I'm trying to tell you. All right. So emotional closeness requires safety. Okay. It requires safety. Number two, y'all, y'all, soft words build strong bridges. How you say it does matter. It does matter. That pride reacts in love, but love reflects. Y'all, we this right here is dangerous. It can be dangerous. It is how you say it. I don't care if it's the wife or the husband. You got to talk to your spouse with a soft, loving tone and voice overall. That's part of that safe, that's part of that safe space, right? It is part. If you are coming to me or coming to, your spouse condescending, what you want to talk about now? Like, didn't we just finish talking about that? Like, what? Y'all know how these conversations stop acting. Y'all know how these conversations go. Mm-hmm. Y'all know how these conversations go. Stop acting. Yes, you've been with your boo for 7+ years. Y'all been talking with each other, but you haven't been hearing each other. You haven't been comprehending what the other person is saying, right? You just been talking, and you just assuming that your spouse knows what you want and whatnot. No. So you got to build those soft words, the soft words. Now, again, this is the language that you and your boo create. This is the environment that you and your boo create, right? It's not going to look like everybody else. We talked about comparison last week and last month, right? It's not going to look the same. So you create how you want to talk to your spouse, but it has to be in a soft manner. It has to be easy. It should not be complicated. If there's an urgent topic that needs to be spoken about, you can still have that conversation. It can still be in urgency because some things need to be like handled right there and there. But you how you talk to each other, y'all, that's major. Y'all are on a team. Y'all are together. Why are you talking to your spouse in a condescending manner? Why are you talking to your spouse with hate? Why are you talking to your spouse with just Why? Why are you doing that? That's not cool. Like it really is not cool, right? Y'all are a team. So those soft words, they build strong bridges. How you say it really does matter. It really does. Because let me tell you something, what we have a habit of doing. We will go out and we will talk to everybody else nice, soft, gentle, with patience, with grace, all of that. We have been guilty of that, right? I'm speaking in general because if you haven't done it, perfect. But I know for a fact at one point in time, I gave outside more grace and patience than I gave inside my own home. I'm transparent like that. That's why I can say I am your marriage communication coach because I understand, right? We just sometimes we lose that grace, we lose that patience, and we get, feisty, we get a little agitated and all of this. But yo, that's your boo. If anything, that your boo, your home, your conversations with each other needs all the grace, all the patience, everything needed before you go out there. And it should transfer on outside, not vice versa. Outside shouldn't transfer inside. Inside first, transfer it on outside. Start inside. Soft words, build those soft conversations. Allow that patience and that grace to take place in your conversation with your boo. Okay? All righty. Number 3, that consistency creates comfort, meaning those deep talks don't happen once a month. So do your check-ins. Make closeness the norm, right? Not the exception. That means when I tell you to take down the notes, you're not just gonna open up your notes when you get into an argument or an intense moment of fellowship. You're not gonna just pick it up and like, oh, let me see what Coach T said. She told me about. This is daily practice. This is daily practice. Your conversation is a daily practice. Comprehension is a daily practice with your boo. Every day you should be practicing how to talk with your boo. Every day. There's always something to talk about every day. Doesn't have to be about bills. It doesn't have to be about the children. It could be about life, anything. But practice these daily. Do your check-ins daily. You want to do a weekly check-in? You can do a daily check-in, weekly check-in. You can do a quarterly check-in, monthly check-in, but you're going to do a check-in, right? Again, you're not going to do this once a month. You're not going to pick it up and wait till something happens into your conversation and you're not hearing each other. And now you got problems on top of problems on top of problems. All right? You're not going to do that. You can't do that. All right? So, again, you're going to the consistency. You have to be consistent in it, right? Make it becomes normal. Your check-ins become normal. Hey, babe, how you doing? Just wanted to see everything no good. Good. You need anything from me? What's going on with you and your project or whatever they got going on? Anything I could do to help? You need my support? Let me know. I'm here with you. That's it. It's nothing complicated. Nothing complicated at all. What I tell you, I don't like stress. As your coach, I'm not going to stress you out, right? So why would I make this stressful? Communication and comprehension is not complicated, y'all. I'm just trying to tell you as I sip on my ice cold water, trying to get this water intake in, y'all. Because hubby said I need my water intake, and I know I need it. But I'm trying to tell you, it's not complicated. Communicating and comprehension is not. We make it complicated. We make it so hard, so difficult that it blows my mind. And I get it because I was once there too. I make communicating hard. I did. When I was like, you know what? It's not. You're just really expressing what you need and what you want from your partner. That's it. You and your boo been together in this thing for 7 years plus. Why can't y'all talk with each other? Mm-hmm. So consistency creates comfort, meaning those deep talks don't happen just once a month. You got to keep having those deep talks. You got to have those talks where it's like, you know what? We're digging deeper and deeper each time. We're going to learn something about each. Y'all, do you know that you're still learning each other? Did you know that? Did you? Something I learned from my mom and dad. My mom always said that she was still learning my dad. She was still learning my dad, right? And I heard other couples say the same thing. They're still learning their partners, their spouses. You're learning something about your spouse every moment that you get, every day. It's stuff I learn about my husband all the time. And it's fascinating. I share with, I'm like, you know what? I just found out about you. People like, what now? He said, you such a nerd. I'm like, I know, right? I love learning, right? But I love learning. So I learned something. And then he started picking up. He was like, you know what? I never knew that about you. Now you do. Now we know. So don't feel ashamed because you've been with your boo for 7 years plus and you be like, I didn't even know that. It's okay. That's where the conversation comes in. That's where you learn each other. But it has to be on a consistent basis, right? That's when you're doing your check-ins, because your check-ins are there, that catalyst to say, okay, what's going on? Like, I didn't know you got nervous. Oh, I didn't know that, you were anxious about this, or I didn't know this bothered you. That's something you're learning. You're learning this. Okay. You are learning it. All right. So, and then again, y'all, let this month be the month y'all start talking at each other. Like, you're not talking at each other, right? You start talking to each other with the safe conversations. You're building that sacred connection, and everything is right here. So you won't be like, "What she say?" That's why I got you, right? It's right there. When your spouse feels emotionally hurt, they emotionally return, right? And you don't need a new marriage, y'all. You don't need a new marriage. You don't need to be like, man, we ain't even talking. I ain't in for all this. She don't want to say nothing. Okay, cool. Oh man, he don't want to talk to me. That's fine. Okay, I'll go out, hang out. I'll talk to somebody. No, 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 no. You gonna talk with each other. Yeah, that's your boo. Yeah, you gonna grab each other's hand. You gonna look at each other. You gonna listen. We gonna do this thing together. You know how you grab each other's chin. We gonna do this thing together. We gonna do this thing together. Ain't no, your marriage is not over. I don't care what anybody say. I don't care what social media say. It's okay. You don't need a new marriage. You just need a new rhythm. A new rhythm, right? A new rhythm of communication. And this is what I want you to do. Say it with me. Say it with me. Let me get everybody. hmm Say it with me. Okay, y'all ready? Would you say, William? Say it with me. This month, we're building deeper connection, one safe convo at a time. Now, I know that may sound a little corny to, a lot of folks, but you put it in your own language. All you're doing is saying to your boo, baby, we got this. We in this together. I know we had some hiccups in our conversation, and sometimes I don't quite be honest with your partner. Be honest with your boo. Sometimes I don't understand what you're saying. I'm trying to, but sometimes it's not making sense. And but don't mean that I don't want to talk to. I do want to talk to. I want to learn more about you. I want to understand. I want us to talk. I want us to have these conversations. So I'm down with it. I'm open to it. Let's do this. You're gonna grab each other by the hand. You're gonna give your boo a hug. Y'all know how to get with each other. Y'all grown, you married. You grown, you married, you know how to grab each other. Grab each other. Look each other in the face, in the eye. You did it on your wedding vows, right? At your wedding, you looked at each other, right? You did. So look at your boo and tell your boo, we're gonna do this together. We don't need no new marriage. We just need a new rhythm. And it's okay. We just need a new rhythm. It's okay. Every couple has its own rhythm. Okay? I got you. And listen, you guys, it doesn't just stop right here. It does not stop right here, right? It does not stop right here. This is why it's important to have those date nights. That's why it's important to have events and so forth. Because again, guess what I got going on? Friday, June 13th. If you're here in the A, it is the ultimate TLC Dream Board date night. It is the new type of date night, right? Because every marriage needs a vision, which includes the communication. Did you know that you can have a vision for your communication? Did you know that? Yep, you sure can. You sure can. See, a lot of times we think of vision boards, we think about the houses, what kind of car we want, what kind of house we want to live in, what type of money we want to make, what kind of business, job, and all this, right? But we forget about the little bitty things, and that's communication. You can put on your vision board, I want to communicate with my spouse in the most healthiest way ever. Did you know you can put that down there? And that's what the TLC Dream Board date night is all about. It's not just about cutting up pictures and gluing them on the board. It's not about that. It's actually doing the work, putting down, writing down what you and your boo want. This is a together thing. It ain't his, it ain't hers. It's together. Because now you have a new chapter in your life that you're experiencing. It's you and your boo now. The kids are grown. They gone on about their business. They're starting their own families. Jobs are coming and going. Busy. You got new ideas. Business. You just retired. A lot of people are retiring now. What's next? It's you and your boo. You ain't about to kick your boo to the side, right? No. So now y'all got this new chapter. Got this new chapter. So the link is right there. Go ahead. TLC Dream Board Experience for couples. Going to www.VIP.socio /event /TLC hyphen Dream Board Experience. Right there. And it's for couples. Again, it's just not a date night, but it's a legacy planning, but it's made intimate. Like when I tell you, we got some goodies for you, an intimate space, because there's not a whole lot of folks. Y'all know I'm all about intimacy, right? About that intimacy. That way, it's intentional. It's intentional, and you got me there as your coach and so forth. So go ahead, grab your tickets. It is Friday, June 13th. It's perfect date night from 5 to 7. That means it's still daylight. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So that means afterwards you can go grab you some ice cream or something. You can extend your date night. But this right here is the ultimate new type of date night. Okay. So go ahead and get your tickets to the date night experience, dream board experience, Friday, June 13th, 2025. 2025, y'all. I'm just like, again, I'm just so super hyped. About it and whatnot. Again, y'all, your marriage is not over. It is not over. It is not over. You come to a little communication challenge, but it is not over. I'm trying to tell you, it's not over. It's not. As long as listen, I am all about healthy marriages, and we're gonna move forward. Told you before, I ain't into the going backwards. That's for marriage therapists. They deal with the trauma. We're not doing that. If you say, you know what, I'm ready to move forward in my marriage, we're just not communicating the way I think we should right now. And if you believe that you know that your marriage is not over, and you believe that, you ain't thinking about what social media saying, you ain't thinking about what those friends, those folks, them, you shouldn't be having them type of friends anyway. It's not gonna speak life into your marriage. I'm trying to tell you. You don't want them, those not friends, right? Get rid of them friends, them type of folks, right? But if you know that you got like people like your marriage ain't over, listen, go ahead and connect with me at IamTrinetteLCollier.com. All right. Connect with me. I got some amazing activities. But that ultimate date night, if you're in the Metro ATL, man, listen, you better grab your ticket. Grab your ticket. Okay. So listen, I want you tomorrow to join with me, Talk It Out Tuesday, as we wrap this up, because I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to show you everything. I'm going to show you um how to not have your spouse shut down. I'm going to show you how to, instead of using those hard words, how to use those soft words. And I'm going to show you how to create that consistency in bridging that communication gap. All right. So let's Talk It Out Tuesday tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. live right here again, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're just going to wrap this up again. Make sure you follow me on all platforms. I am Trinette L. Collier, and I still got some more tidbits out there for you. So I told you, I'm not going to leave you hanging. I'm not going to leave you hanging. I got you. All right. So until tomorrow, y'all, enjoy this evening. Go grab your boo. Grab your boo. All right. That's your boo. Hug each other. Kiss each other. Look each other in the eye and say, "We got this. We got this." Say it with say it, right? Say it. We claim say it. Say it. We got this. You gotta put some we got this, right? Ain't nothing about to come in this. We got this. Say it with that. Say it. Uh-huh. I'm trying to tell you. All right. So until tomorrow, y'all, I love y'all dearly.